Hame. We just saw another movie and we're going to have an educated discussion on that. I'm Elmo alongside the other host of this podcast,
Felipe.
And we're currently at Felipe's house so we can discuss the newest movie from Toei Animation, Dragon Ball SuperHero.
That's right. We just went to the theater together for the first time in a billion years to watch something. I don't know. It's been a while.
No, we saw that Jordan Peele movie.
Oh yeah, we saw Nope. But this time it was just you and me.
Yeah,
the two podcast boys. So here we are.
Now, Felipe, how big of a fan of Gohan and Piccolo are you?
I like Gohan.
Mm-hmm.
I like Piccolo. I'm a pretty big fan.
Yeah. If you're listening to this, you could also listen to our top 7 most missed opportunities in Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
And one of them is the use of Gohan. So going into this,
we were excited.
I had some hype.
Yeah. I heard from the beginning that this movie was definitely going to be some much needed fan service towards Gohan. And I didn't actually hear about all the Piccolo this movie would have. And
right.
It sure has a lot. So I was very
Secret
happy.
Agent Piccolo.
Yeah, sure. A new cosplay.
Yeah. So are we going to discuss spoilers in this podcast today?
Yes, we're going to spoil the movie. We're just going to talk about what we thought about it. And yeah, spoil it. I mean, that's why it's called the Spoilercast. I don't know if that's
the
what
super Spoilercast.
Yeah. So, do you want to start with your overall impressions?
My overall impressions. Okay. Going into this movie, I was hyped.
Okay.
Movie starts.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, we're putting on a light. You know, we didn't put the stove up all the way. And put it on a little simmer.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, a lot more Piccolo than I was anticipating, which was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I was fine with that. It really felt like this movie was trying to, like, it's like the animators are like, hey, we want to try and get everyone on this. We want to show Cell. We want to show.
Oh yeah.
We want to show Future Trunks.
Well, we've had enough Frieza.
But they showed.
They still
Frieza.
showed him, but he didn't have anything important to do with the plot.
Right.
Like every other thing ever in existence with Dragon Ball. So very interesting that they chose Cell, which makes sense because it is based on the Red Ribbon stuff.
And Gohan has a history.
Of course, yes. Got to relive that and recreate those moments.
But I found myself getting incredibly giddy throughout the movie. And then it just kind of ends. It happens. And I'm like, cool. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
It felt like there was something missing, but I couldn't tell you what. Maybe this podcast will unearth those feelings and that idea.
Okay. I'm in a similar boat to you. Very excited for the film. The last few theatrical releases, I've enjoyed a lot. This one felt the other ones felt a little bit more canon. Like they actually tied into the story a little bit more. This one kind of felt like a little bit of an offshoot. Like the world is the same as it was before this film, started and after.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing really, like big stakes weren't really involved. No one died.
Not that anyone died
of the original cast.
I mean, to be fair, time has progressed.
Thank God.
Thank Kami.
Sure. Yeah. No, but I really enjoyed the film. I really, really liked it. A lot of fun. A lot of humor. They're almost getting better at not being too immature with some of the humor choices.
Oh yeah, there was
a couple
one moment.
Things. I think the lack of Master Roshi helped with some of that. This film.
But there was that one moment where it was so needless. Oh, we can just talk about it.
Yeah.
The Bulma butt.
Yeah. Bulma butt. Bulma butt.
It
was just like this random shot of her looking for something. Like, it just held on the unnecessary movement.
And she's under like a kitchen sink. It reminded me of like those memes where people are like,
I don't think she was under a sink. Well, maybe she was.
She was under just like,
she was stuck. Yeah.
It was like, if you were to film that shot in real life, you would be called a pervert.
Okay. Yeah. And then, not to mention, although I do think this was done a little bit with more comedy involved, like it was a little funnier. Is that a word? Funnier? That is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Beers, I don't know. the way they animated him when he saw, what's her name?
Chile.
Which was an interesting thing that I did not expect them to go that route. But yeah, he likes some Chile. And but they did that a little bit more tastefully, I think.
Yeah.
He wasn't too predatory or anything like that. He was just like, let's go get ice cream together. I'll help you.
Yeah. What a nice guy.
Yeah. Destroyer of worlds.
Beer us, more like ice cream us.
Okay. I get it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I get it. Doesn't mean it's good. Anyways, so what do you want to talk about first?
Secret Agent Piccolo.
Yeah, a lot of I guess like you said, Secret Agent, a lot of undercover stuff was happening there. So definitely interesting that he kept that costume on for as long as he did.
Which at first you're like, what? This is Dragon Ball. Why are they doing this? But that's probably when I find Dragon Ball to be at its best. Like the whole Namek saga where they're like stealing Dragon Balls from under people's feet.
Yeah.
And, you know, Krillin and Gohan are underpowered compared to everybody else, but they get over with like some intellect. And then Vegeta gets involved. It's just like Dragon Ball has honestly been at its best for me sometimes when they aren't playing with the strongest characters. Yeah.
It gets, well, you know, you've had how many seasons of Goku and Vegeta's adventures, and you still get some of them here, but a lot more subdued. And so, yeah, when you have when the light gets shined on these smaller characters, it's a breath of fresh air, and you get to experience them, and they're all great characters too. You just don't get enough of them, so it's always fun to experience them. So, yeah, for sure.
Like one of my most memorable Dragon Ball moments is probably Tien like, taking Cell down, like just stalling him.
Yeah,
like that's just one of the coolest moments they do. Like I would be hyped for another Tri-Beam.
What was Tien during this?
He's at that school with that girl.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
They did too.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, so I guess let's talk about some of the new things they introduced. They got some new characters that towards the end of the film, you're like, you know what, I like these guys.
Gamma 1 and Gamma 2.
Gamma 1 and 2. Some new androids. Well, I guess we should talk about the Dr. Giro's grandkid.
Which I thought it was cool that they acknowledged the Fighters game. Where Android 21 is his wife.
Grandma.
Yeah.
Oh, Giro's grandma.
Giro. And then Android 16 is based off of his son.
Yeah.
Which I don't think they've ever mentioned.
No, that was new to me. I was trying to like, that wasn't 16, was it? It looked different. Okay.
It's in that Fighters story mode.
Ah, okay.
And then they just kept the rest like, oh, we don't know, like a silhouette of whoever had.
Right.
Hedo?
Dr. Hedo. I don't know. Maybe it's a pun on hero.
Hedo.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, I think it's what
that makes sense.
Yeah. Which is the name of this film, SuperHero. This doctor who's apparently very smart and a big fan of superheroes. So, and that was his inspiration for creating these new androids, of course, because he's a Giro. And what's a Giro without some androids? And not only was he making Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, he got the new iPhone Cell Max Pro 13 that he was creating. Yeah. So he's making a new Cell. Yeah. Cell Max. Cell Max. A beefed up version of Cell. What did you want to start? You want to continue on?
Let's talk about Cell.
Okay. Would you think of him as the main big villain at the end?
Literally.
Yeah.
I was really hoping there'd be like a nice moment. Not a nice moment, but there would be a moment where like they exploded him or something, but then he turned in like a smaller, more like versatile to fight Cell. That way Gohan could have a little more of a moment. Yeah.
Yeah, this Cell reminded me of that one movie. I don't know what it was called, but I want to say it was called Bio Brawly. Where
that's
yeah, it's an old one, but you bring back a really intimidating, strong villain, and you just make him bigger. Although this one was handled better than Bio Brawly was because he was just a
lot.
But the thing is, when you fight a character like Cell Max, he didn't say a single word. There's nothing compelling about him. He's just super strong and he's yelling.
And they got the same voice actor back for him.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
But just so he could roar.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. He was cool and he had some neat attacks. I don't even know what was going on with all the lasers shooting out from every orifice of his body.
Yeah.
But regardless, he was definitely a cool villain to fight, but not like you said, not the whole time. Him being big the whole time. I would have preferred him say something and maybe have some, I don't know, just something like be mad at his creator or something cheap and basic, but he was just yelling the whole time. What was he trying to do? Like, why did he all of a sudden start to attack them? Like, there was nothing really done to provoke him.
Well, Cell Max wasn't done.
Well, yeah, correct, but still, I don't know.
No, that's not something I really thought about, but you're correct.
Yeah, I mean, it was just, he was a bad villain for bad villain's sake. But regardless, because of his strength, got to see some new moves being out there, some new forms, Piccolo being upgraded, and Gohan being upgraded. So
Piccolo Orange.
And the sad part is that is what it's the official title is.
I mean, we had Goku Black.
Yeah, but that was a different character.
There's forms called Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. I said this to you in the theater.
Yeah. The naming conventions of this series, not always the best.
No.
So Orange Piccolo. What did you think of Orange Piccolo?
He looked a little funny.
He looked weird, right? Like at first, when he got that power up, I was like, oh man, the color grading is all weird. Like he was all green before. And I was going to lean over and just joke and be like, man, you looking yellow right now or something. But then no, that was actually the thing. Him getting stronger was him losing his color green. And then when he went Super Saiyan orange, whatever, he like only like his chest piece and head turned super orange and the rest was just still yellowy. Like he didn't turn all orange. It was just like this torso V cut and up. And he got really old looking and like he pretty much turned into like Super Saiyan Ultra. Is that what it was called during the Cell Saga? When they got like extra buff. Yeah. But I wasn't a fan of the appearance.
He got a symbol on his back.
I did see the symbol, yeah. I didn't know what that was about. I don't know if that was a reference to Kami in any way, because that symbol only came up when he brought up, was like
maybe something from the dragon.
Maybe, yeah, I don't remember. But yeah. Not a huge fan of his appearance, but happy for Piccolo for him to finally get a power boost because it's been a while. Well, the last thing I remember was just him absorbing Nail or whatever. I'm sure there's been something else after.
No, there was a moment where he was the strongest for a very short time after he took in Kami. And then Vegeta's like, what did you do?
Okay. Yeah, so
why is the green one so strong? Like he was just freaking out.
So then it leads us to the big new form of this film. Gohan. Our boy finally does something of note.
Which the movie makes fun of several times. Also makes fun of who's Pan's grandfather.
Yeah, I was hoping you were gonna bring that one up because I forgot already. But yes, it was just like I forgot what Pan says. Like, oh, Grandpa, whatever this, and Piccolo's like, huh? Oh yeah, Goku. Like that's fantastic. Yeah. No.
I mean, technically, no, that's not a good grandfather.
No, it's not. But that
they know what they're doing.
Yeah, that was
There's
fan
a self-awareness.
Yeah, exactly. But they definitely, with the time progression, I guess that solved some of my initial gripes. Then I thought about it, and I was like, well, first of all, it's anime. I shouldn't be worrying about it so much. But it's like when you see Gohan at the end of what was the last film? The Broly one. No, was it the Broly one?
The Broly one was the last one, but he wasn't in it.
He wasn't in it. No, the one before
Resurrection F.
Gods. Oh yeah, Resurrection X. He was all like skinny. His hair was weird. He was just like really thin. He looked like Goten at the end at GT.
He also doubted his ability to turn Super Saiyan.
Yeah, did he end up doing that? I think
he does.
Yeah, so when you see that and then you see where he is now, it's like, all right, he's looking a little bit more like how I remember Gohan looking, and his hair looks a lot cooler now, and that dumb weird haircut that he had in that film. But so I guess did they say he was kind of practicing? I mean, no, he said he practiced the special beam like on his time.
It's implied that he spends just days on the computer looking at Super Saiyans.
Super Saiyans, yeah, that was great. But, anyways, this new form.
I don't know the name of it. You told me you would reveal it on the podcast.
This was not said anywhere because Piccolo made his own name. He's like, I'll get so cold orange Piccolo. Like, okay.
Which they know it's lame because they even have Gohan saying, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. Apparently this is called Gohan Beast. Which no, like if he got like I don't know, a little bit of Super Saiyan 4 in him, with fur, that would make sense. Bring back some of that, but not fully commit to what they did with 4 because I feel like, or with GT, because I feel like they're trying to kind of erase that even as a thing, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, they technically could still go in that direction.
They still could. That's what I'm saying. So I was hoping that with the name, like if I would have heard like, oh, Gohan Beast is coming out in this, I'm like, they're gonna do the Super Saiyan 4 thing, like in a way, but no. So the only beastie thing that I saw with him was like his eyes were like all crazy, it looked kind of like something from like Naruto or something. So it was cool,
especially it's his own form. Like that's
it's
really
his
cool.
own thing, which is great, And he was definitely one of my favorite Gohans, as we discussed, is Cocky Gohan.
Mm-hmm.
And like when he was, but it was obviously to his detriment when he was fighting Boo, Super Boo, and whatever. But in this one, obviously Cell's wrecking shop, and he finally transforms and he catches the punch. He's like, "Is that all you got?" Like, come on, man, there you go.
We could have. That's why I was hoping there'd be like a power up for Cell or something, or like skin him small, so we could just get a little more Gohan Beast.
Yeah, more Gohan Beast. What do you think of Gohan Beast's hair?
He sure may be a beast, but he was no beauty.
Yeah, no, that was. I don't know if it was. Maybe it was a combination of the fact that it was incredibly long. It looked almost Super Saiyan 3 length, but with the hair sprayed up and not.
Okay, it wasn't that big.
No, but almost, because at one point during the shadow when Pan's like looking for his dad, his hair is almost the length of his body as well, like almost, and it's just sticking straight up.
Shadows are weird,
but one. Sure, but I don't know if it was a combination of just its length and the fact that they used the 3D animation for this film, which we can get into in a little bit. It didn't look right. It looked too much mass on his head. And Super Saiyan 3 is my least favorite form in appearance, and this one reminded me of it, but it was white, so it was cool, I guess. Again, Gohan's own unique little stamp on the Super Saiyan heritage. Just, I don't know. Wasn't a huge fan of it.
Is it implied that he's stronger than Goku and Vegeta?
That's what's been implied since Dragon Ball.
Right. But then Piccolo, he says to Piccolo, like, "Oh, if Dad and Vegeta were here, I don't even think we could still pull this off."
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't know.
So
they tried to.
Beast beats Ultra Instinct.
There was a lot of there was another thing I want to bring up too, the size of the Saiyans, how they explain that. But there was a lot of like quick little boat, like what is the expression called? They put like a little bow on certain problems, really quickly. You're like, there was a big focus up until Cell that Gohan was the best, or technically, I guess up until around Boo, and then they kind of just forgot. Yeah, right. So then they just forgot about Gohan. All of a sudden, it's like, let me just have Piccolo say that line real quick where he's like, "Oh man, I don't even know if Goku and Vegeta can beat him." Oh, okay, so he is the strongest. You know, that was like their solution to that. And then like the solution we've always, or the problem we've always complained about with Goten and Trunks and all of Super, and how somehow they gotten even smaller than they were in Dragon Ball Z. And then Gohan just suddenly throws out this random line like, "Wow, I guess Saiyans stay short for a real long time and they have a sudden growth spurt." And I'm like, okay.
I mean, it happens in Dragon Ball.
Sure. But there was still some more time passed, I believe, in Dragon Ball. Yeah, Dragon Ball, right? Uh-huh. I forgot what the time frame was, but yeah, Goku was a little short guy, and all of a sudden he sprouted up. Mm-hmm. But I believe some time had passed.
At least a year.
No, I don't know. I guess so. But I feel like that was a rule that they
stick with it very loosely.
They really introduced in Dragon Ball, kind of forgot about it, and then brought it back.
Because if you look at Trunks when he's in the dead Goku timeline, like he's taller than he's like he skips a little bit ahead of this. He gets his growth spurt early.
Yeah. Very interesting rules. And now he has blue hair, not purple. But whatever.
So
that's like the
when
new thing
when he grows up, it just turns blue.
No,
Is that
because
like a
Future
genetics?
Trunks came and his hair was still purple. But now in this new Dragon Ball Super, they're making like his hair match a little bit more Bulma's, I guess. I don't know. I make the rules.
I was just so happy to see an older Goten and Trunks.
Yeah. Oh, thank goodness.
That may have actually been like the aspect I was most hyped for.
Right. Yeah, I saw this. I was hoping it was in the film. Because, well, I guess we can talk about what because you said you saw some spoilers before the movie. You were like, Felipe, don't watch this newest trailer because it spoils something.
Mm-hmm.
What was it that spoiled again?
Gohan Beast.
They spoiled Gohan. Why would you put that in the trailer? I guess they did that with Super Saiyan God when they turned blue in the trailers for that. But
still,
I feel like this is something you want to
Yeah.
keep on the back burner because the movie looked great before this,
Right.
you know? You don't need to sell me anymore. I was already going to be there. But I would see images like, scrolling through Instagram and stuff, and it's hard to tell these days if something's real or not. I did see Gohan with blue hair, and it was excessively long. Or, I'm sorry, white hair, which ended up being the Gohan Beast. But I was like, there's no way. That's not it. So I just kept scrolling. I didn't really think about it. But I also saw Goten and Trunks fused with the Patera earrings, and I was like, are they gonna? What's the name gonna be called?
Trunten.
Trunten. So, but that did not happen in the film, unfortunately. But we still got them grown up, and they did fuse. I wanted to see their fusion slightly grown up.
Yeah,
and they teased it at the end because obviously they failed the first one and then became Fat Goten.
Maybe they don't even know the
Gotenks.
design yet.
That could be possible.
But I'm pretty sure he's in that Dragon Ball Heroes anime.
Are they? I don't think that's canon though.
No, but
Okay.
the design exists.
Really? Of them older and fused?
It's at least on a card or something.
I gotta look into it. But anyways. But yeah, just a lot of little references they did. I like a lot of callbacks to the original things like, oh yeah, remember Piccolo, you can turn freaking huge that you haven't done since Dragon Ball?
I forgot I could do that.
Yeah, so all of a sudden he does that. I forgot it. I don't know if you could tell when they showed those old scenes, were those reanimated in this new style or were they still cartoon? Or were they still 2D?
I think they were still 2D.
Okay, that's what I thought, but they definitely look super clean.
They were very sharp.
Yeah. So I don't know if it was redrawn or what. Because definitely the scenes at the beginning with Little Goku and Dragon Ball, I believe that was animated or with the new animation. If not, very like I said, like you said, very clean.
There were a few times where I was like, oh, this just looks like normal Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I guess we can get into the animation a little bit. Very noticeable at times. A lot of the times you just forget.
Yeah.
And it looked just like the 2D show.
It allowed them to do more like 3D kind of camera angles as well.
Yeah, when the camera's zooming around.
Especially with like some of the fighting.
Yeah.
Like the fight the camera would follow the fight.
Right.
A little better.
Yeah. I guess it was very noticeable during the Goku versus Vegeta fight on Beerus's land.
Yeah, Goku looked the weirdest.
Yeah, he looked a little off and his hair was like, I don't know, something was off about it.
His hair is hard to replicate, probably.
Yeah, in 3D. Okay, so one thing I kind of wanted to bring up, something we brought up earlier, there's always like that long running joke of Goku not being the best dad, not being the, obviously the best grandfather, because he's always gone. And they were like, oh, Piccolo's Gohan's dad, pretty much.
Yeah.
And obviously, he's pretty much being a better dad than even Gohan is to Pan sometimes.
Oh, God, yeah.
But kind of messed up with Piccolo to let them still kidnap Gohan's kid to unlock his powers. To me, that was the most Goku I've ever seen Piccolo be. That's a Goku move.
No, he's just...
No.
Yeah.
There's no, you know what I'm saying? Like I won't, trust me. I love Gohan. I love Piccolo, and I want them to be better, but that was not a good move.
I mean, we knew Pan could have handled the Red
We
Room
knew
Army.
that too, but the fact that that still was something Piccolo's like, yeah, I mean, he doesn't know if these androids are really good, you know? Those androids could have taken Pan. You know what I'm saying?
You're
so
right.
The fact that he still let them go in the premise, like,
They've got the Dragon Balls.
it's still not good. So to me,
Pan's already died
as,
once.
As great as the film was, that was a little something that was kind of jabbing me a little bit. Like, Piccolo, what you doing? You being Goku right now? Like, you didn't Goku once like didn't he give Cell a senzu bean?
Yeah.
Like that's like what he did right here. Let me unlock your power by kidnapping your letting them kidnap your daughter and making you upset. Like that's I don't know, not my favorite thing. But yeah, so just something I wanted to.
I think they were just trying to incorporate, not excusing it, but Dragon Ball's always been a little bit silly.
Yeah, I feel like they could have. I mean, it definitely was, because obviously all the funny moments of Pan pretending to be in trouble and turns out it was just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
that was all
She
funny.
was never in fear.
Correct, yeah. That was definitely, they did the best with that storyline that I wasn't a huge fan. Yeah, that they could. But I feel like they could have come up with something better that I would have been more happy with. But little nitpick here. Obviously, just nitpicking at a film that I very much enjoyed. But anything else you want to say? Because I want to bring up one more thing, but before I get to it.
If they really wanted to, spoil us, we would have gotten a little bit of Videl action, not just her on the cell phone.
Yeah. I like how Piccolo held the phone.
Yeah, like he doesn't know what
time.
he's doing.
Like that. Well, fat cats can't hear that, or see it. But anyways, it was funny. But yeah, come on, man, it's a Videl action. But Dragon Ball SuperHero 2. Just wait.
Dragon Ball Superhero 2.
Yeah, right. I don't see. That's one of the things. When I first heard Dragon Ball, when I first saw the title, I was like, "Oh, Saiyaman's coming back."
Oh
The
yeah, we didn't
superhero.
get any.
Yeah, no Saiyaman, nothing. And I was hoping that would involve Videl too. When I first heard the title, and then I saw the trailer, I'm like, okay, it looks like there's some other superheroes out there that are clearly villains, which ended up being Gamma 1 and 2.
Right.
But so I kind of lost hope with Videl showing up. Happy she was there, but didn't do anything.
Well, that's something that we could also mention. Gamma 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
They are characters that I kind of want to see more of.
Yeah.
Just like we got more Broly.
Yeah, we got more Broly. That was a nice surprise.
Yeah, I didn't expect that at all.
Yeah, because, that's how the last one ended. It was just Goku inviting Broly to fight with him. But I didn't think that was you were actually going to see it.
Right.
At least not this soon, in quotes, in
Right.
a couple years. But yeah, that was cool. They didn't see too much of it. They were about to fight.
Oh, yeah.
And then it was like, hey, chill out.
This wasn't a Broly movie.
Yeah, exactly.
But
you had your time. You had a whole movie to yourself.
But it gave another, like it was just like, oh, we could put another character in this style. It seemed like they just really wanted to get everyone they could in this new animation style.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Except for Yamcha.
No, he's in it.
You what?
Remember they're showing like the evil versions of the Capsule Corporation?
Yeah. Yeah,
I kind of want to see. I wish I remember what evil Chaozu looked like.
Yeah, Chaozu already looks evil, to be honest.
Did you know there's a backpack you could buy and it's him like with a tear, like he's gonna sacrifice himself?
That's clever.
Yeah,
kind of want it. Okay. Well, we pretty much discussed most of the things. There's the after credit scene that happens in this one, and an interesting way they decided to share what I think is probably a pretty big moment.
Yeah,
but Vegeta finally beats Goku. Barely.
It really sells that this movie is just like, all right, we know you guys have been complaining. You want older Goten. You want Gohan to matter. You want Vegeta to do something.
Piccolo
Here
back.
you go. Now shut up.
Yeah. Here's Vegeta's win. The most basic. And yeah, I don't know. Like just Goku. It was like the lightest punch as the final blow. But I think how they handled it in a humorous way is that they were fighting this whole time while all this craziness is happening. And you don't get to see any of it. You just see the beginning
Mm-hmm.
And then you see how it ends with Vegeta barely scraping by. But
there's all that sitting around.
All that sitting around, yeah. That focusing or whatever he was doing, meditating. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Anything else about Dragon Ball Superhero?
Oh, that title's still weird.
I know.
They got me excited for what's next.
What do you think is next?
I mean, it'll probably go back to whatever Goku and Broly and them are doing.
Well, you said you've been keeping up with some of the manga stuff. Yeah.
I don't want to spoil anything for you there.
Oh, great.
But I don't know when the heck they're going to even start mentioning Broly.
That's right. Yeah, you just off air. You mentioned that although you are keeping up with it, like you're not reading it yourself, but you're hearing like discussions on it and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't even got to Broly yet. So technically, if this last Broly movie that came out a couple years back is canon, we're so far ahead of that apparently now. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know what to expect.
There's a lot. I mean, the manga only updates once a month.
Oh.
So it's been going by pretty slowly, but there's a lot of just aspects of Dragon Ball that you just don't know about. Because there's been like at least 2 main villains.
Yeah, I see some dude with horns, but I don't know if that's in the actual manga or if this is Hero. Dragon Ball Heroes, that whole thing, I don't even know what to believe anymore.
Not Superhero.
Yeah,
Dragon Ball Heroes.
Dragon Ball Heroes, yeah. Come on. All these naming conventions. I cracked up when they brought up Red's kid. Magenta.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, come on.
Well, they were all named after... They were all General Blue.
And real quick, how much do you think Oreo sales are going to soar after this movie?
They really made me think that was money.
You thought that was money?
No, because at first he was like, okay, this is not an important part of the movie. No,
it's not.
But this part where he's like, we could offer you a lot of money, and then he puts these Oreos up on the arm's breast.
Yeah.
And then he's like, and he holds an Oreo in his face, and he's like, we give you a lot of money. And I remember turning to you and be like, I thought that was an Oreo.
Yeah, I thought you were joking. I'm like, I mean, I know they're not going to call it Oreo. It's probably
like, what kind of money is this?
Yeah, no, I knew it was an Oreo. I could tell right away.
No, I thought so too when he was talking about it like it was money. Anyways, I just brushed Felipe's knee accidentally on the podcast.
Yeah, accidentally in quotes. Anyways, all right. Well, that was our thoughts pretty much on Dragon Ball Superhero. Ultimately, we enjoyed this film. Oh yeah, did you want to rate it?
Yeah.
Okay. What you got?
The educated
I didn't even think about my rating yet.
I'll let you go educated discussion's way of doing things is Elmo gives it a 1 out of 5, and Felipe gives it a 1 point something out of 10. Is that the right way to describe that?
No, 1 point something. So it's always going to be 1.1, 1.2. No, so I go to 10s and I can do 0.5s.
All right.
So a 20 point scale.
Okay. So a movie that I would want to watch again.
Mm-hmm.
It is but with having some problems, is a 4-star movie, which is ironic because Gohan used to carry the 4-star Dragon Ball on his dome.
That's pretty good.
That was not intentional. But this is a great movie. This is great. It falls short of a masterpiece.
Yeah. I guess we can quickly say after I give my rating what you think. Just quickly, what you think could have been done to make it a masterpiece. Okay. They've kind of discussed some of it already, but just to see. Mine's probably going to equate to this almost the same score you have. I'm going to give this a solid 8.
Okay.
This is a great film. I enjoyed it a lot. What would this need to happen for you to make it a 10 or a 5?
Gohan needs a little more time in that form to show off what he can do.
Yeah, have him actually... Although that special being canon, pretty cool.
I was waiting for a Kamehameha, and
no. I love
he did his dad's move instead.
Yeah. So some more time in Gohan's form, and to me, my biggest gripe: better villain to use that form on. Someone that can actually test out this form to its.
We had Cell's voice actor just
so dumb.
Because obviously this is all just fan service at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You like Cell? Well, here's a bigger one. You like Piccolo? What if he was orange? You like Naruto? Well, here's some eyes on Gohan's face.
He's got the Sharingan or whatever
Yeah,
it's
I don't
called.
know. I don't watch the show. But anyways, okay. Well, there you go.
Is there anything you would include to improve the score?
No, that was it. Just a better villain. To me, that's all it needed. It just needs someone, a better opposition to fight. Truth be told, I never liked the Red Ribbon storyline. Once Dragon Ball got to the Red Ribbon stuff, I did watch it, but eyes glazed over all that stuff. Because, like I told you, I don't like mechs. There's a lot of mechs in the Red Ribbon base. A lot of...
That's interesting, because you're Mexican.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Yeah, not a fan. But anyways, so yeah, and even like some of the origins of all of the Android saga, I didn't like it because it was all Red Ribbon based. So to me, the whole beginning, a lot of exposition with Red Ribbon stuff, Dr. Gero's kid, all that stuff, not my biggest thing, but that all could have been solved with the better villain.
Yeah.
Because Cell was great. You know, the Cell was.
Cell Max was...
Cell Max 13 wasn't good. The Pro Max, that one's coming.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for listening to this review. And
make sure to like and subscribe if you're on the YouTube version.
And check out our Missed Opportunities podcast again that we brought up earlier, just in case you wanted to hear us talk about Dragon Ball a little bit more. And until then,
keep it educated.
Will this movie be special beam canon to the storyline, or... All right.
I'm going to hit you with a pan on the...
I got to go hand it to you. That was pretty good pun. No.